Hello everybody, my name is KerrasTheWooper, bringing you my top 10 favorite Game Boy Advance games. I was actually prompted to do this because I saw Dinator's version of this. So let's get because I don't have the software to show you guys each and every type of gameplay with my face or whatever like Dinator did. I'm actually going to just show you guys using Visual Boy Advance each game that I like, and with the first, these are in no specific order, with the first one being Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge. I'll just show you gameplay this way because it's easier for me. Again, I don't have these sophisticated softwares to do what Dinator did, so yeah. And it's gonna freeze right there for us. Now this game was actually let me just turn this down a little bit. Give me a second. It was actually a filler game between Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. It happened 2 years after Banjo-Kazooie. It's got the same concept, except Grunty is actually back, and she basically is in a 2 months have passed since Gruntilda the Witch was defeated, but yeah, you get it now. And basically what happens is that she steals Kazooie, I believe, and or maybe that was Banjo-Tooie. I don't know, but it's been so long since I played this, I'm kind of rusty on what the information of this game is. But as you can see, Gruntilda is under that right there, and what you can kind of get out of it is, anyway, Klungo built a mecha suit for her, and her soul actually goes into the suit. Well, her ghost, rather. They'll call it a soul because that's kind of creepy. Too creepy for Banjo-Kazooie games and fans. But basically, she goes and steals Kazooie, and before Kazooie can be not be abducted, Mumbo is a day late and a dollar short, as you can see. And she takes Kazooie, and there's actually several worlds in this game, and they're totally different than the Banjo-Kazooie's worlds, and they're similar. They're they're pretty much the same as Banjo-Kazooie and the same as Banjo-Tooie, but kind of like mix the two. But yeah, Banjo then has to set off to save Kazooie, and he does get Kazooie back within the game before the end of the game, which is good. So that's basically a rundown of this game. I will show you guys my this has been number 10. I'll just go from like 9 and up, 10 and up rather. Okay, this one right here I actually LP'd on my main channel, and this one is Wario Land 4. Why why the fuck? Okay, there we go. So basically what this game is, it's pretty much Wario's version of Super Mario World, I guess. I don't know what you want to compare it to. But this is actually my file from when I LP'd it. So basically what happens is, Wario is in a desert, and he discovers there's treasure around in a certain area. I'm a very bad person. I'm not getting this right at all. But anyway, to save a lot of time and effort, guys, Wario falls into this temple, and he is faced with a challenge to save all the money that he collects from these levels and the CDs and stuff like that. He kicks a bunch of bosses' asses, and eventually I don't want to give away the whole game, and I kind of can't explain this very well, but you get the idea. It's basically like a Mario version of Wario. It's a very zany, crazy game. I loved it growing up. I played it all the time. Fun fact though, I actually broke my first ever Game Boy SP playing this game because I got so mad at it. And I believe the boss that I got mad at was this motherfucker right here, Cuckoo Condor. And I actually, when I was LPing this game, almost quit the LP itself because of Cuckoo Condor. So, that's basically the info for this game. Number 8, I would like to say, is, if I can fucking find recent. Number 8, a game we all know and love. And, like I said, this is in no specific order. If I had it in a specific order, this would probably be in the top 3. Is Pokemon Emerald, the internal batteries run dry. Yeah, and like I said, guys, when I LP'd this, I sadly can't show you a lot of gameplay for this because there is a problem with the ROM itself that doesn't allow me to come back to where I was in the game after I beat it. Basically, to save a lot of people the trouble of hearing it again, I'm not going to explain what this game is because everybody and their uncle's dog knows what this game is. So let's just go to number 7. because basically we all know what this game is. Same concept, guys. I'm not going to explain this fucking game because we all know what this game is. We all know it and love it. I actually LP'd this one as well way back, probably a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. In the same thing, I can't show you gameplay sadly because when I finished the game, it would not let me come back and go do the Sevi Islands. I actually contacted somebody by the name of the Rizarnon, but he was on YouTube back then. I don't know if he still is. And I actually asked him, like, yo, why can't I do the Sevi Islands? He said it won't work. So, but basically, we all know what this is. This is definitely one of my, top favorite GBA games of all time. But that was number 6. I will show you guys number 5. Wait a minute. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was number 6. So here is my number 5. Okay. This is one of my favorite games sentimentally and personally because I'm a huge fan of that, Yu-Gi-Oh! And I never LP'd it. Actually, I did LP this vaguely. It's not something I would LP normally because it's a weird kind of concept. It's not something you can LP easily, in my opinion. But wait a minute. So yeah, I already have a thing for this. Let me just show you guys what the basic gameplay is for this. Because I don't know if you've seen in my previous video. It's basically same as Yu-Gi-Oh games have always been. I'm not even gonna try to win here. I'm not even gonna finish the duel anyway. Later in the years, when you summon a card, when you summon a monster, it'll show the monster animated on your screen. They didn't start doing that until the DS versions came out, like World Championship 08 and Nightmare and Troubadour. But it's still a great game. I love it to pieces, and it's just something I played. Basically, a lot of my childhood was based around Yu-Gi-Oh! Like my early teenhood, I was always playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's this game. It also has a really cool OST. I mean, as you can hear, it's a pretty badass tune. Yu-Gi-Oh! Always had a good OST lineup. So that was number 6. No, wait, that was number 5. Let me show you number 4. I have to go to Open Game Boy because let me just count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright guys, this should be number 4. Yeah, let's lag because this is another Yu-Gi-Oh game I love, and I actually bought this game at PAX in 2013. And it basically takes place where the rare hunters are going around stealing people's shit. It's back in when the anime was in its original series with Yugi Moto and Joey Wheeler and all them. But yeah, you get to I believe this is the first one you actually get to like kind of travel a little bit. So did you know that the 4 of those blah blah blue Penisburg. But yeah, this game is actually one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh games on the Game Boy Advance because it offers you so many different features. For one thing, if I can figure out the L and R buttons on the simulator, I can show you guys the password feature. I don't think I can, but anyway, this is one of the last ones that it's easy to access the password feature. In Nightmare and Troubadour, you can't use the password feature early at all, really, in the game until until you beat it. What the password feature is if you've ever played Yu-Gi-Oh, obviously you know what the password feature is. But for those who don't know, never played it, there is a number sequence on every Yu-Gi-Oh card, just about every Yu-Gi-Oh card. And what you do is you type in that number sequence. It's a serial number for each card. And you type it in, and you can get that card in the game. Eternal Duelist Soul, which is not a Yu-Gi-Oh! GBA game, made it very easy to do. Even if you didn't have the card in the game, even if you didn't have the card yet, and the card was available in the game, you can get it. However, with this game, when Worldwide Edition Stairway to Destined Duel, the card has to be in your database. Like, it has to exist prior to this game being released. That's with every Yu-Gi-Oh! Game with password. Like, I cannot put... I don't want to get too nerdy, but there's a pack called Legacy of Valiance and Judgment of the Light. Obviously, you cannot put those cards that come in that pack in this game because they didn't exist yet. But I really enjoyed this game a lot as a kid. Actually, I never played as a kid. Like I just said, I bought it at PAX like last year. So anyway, that was number 4. Fuck. if I can, the recent, so let's just open a Game Boy, one of these. Okay, this one is actually very near and dear to me, because, and I actually still have this game. This is Monster Truck Madness for the Game Boy Advance. This game is so badass that I couldn't put it down as a kid. I just kept on playing it. It's just that awesome of a game where you can't put it down. If you're a Monster Truck fan, this is definitely a good game for you. They did have some on the PS2, the GameCube, and on the PS, and the Xbox, I would assume. But it's got an awesome, awesome soundtrack to it. I mean, yeah, and I guess I have my 064 Supernova thing in it. But if I can show you, if it'll let me show you guys the gameplay, see, what it does is it loads a file very quickly. It's an action. Okay, I'll show you guys this mess of Alien Rookie. Aside from it having a good soundtrack, I feel as though it's one of the better. It's one of the better Monster Truck games that they've made. And I don't. Okay, there we go. Basically, it's like Mario Kart except with wow, the big. See, the pixels in this are fierce. Holy fuck. But basically, what you do is you destroy things in the race, and that gives you boosts. And there are items that that are activated instantly when you run over them, as you just saw. And the more shit you destroy like that, fuck. You can damage your truck, as you can plainly see by the tailgate on my truck. The more things you destroy, like I've been trying to explain, the more boost you can get. I don't remember how to activate the boost. I think it's probably L or R. But it's a very easy game to get good at. Honestly, it's nothing that hard to beat, but it's mad fun. It's just the greatest shit Monster Truck wise you'll ever play on the GBA. But aside from that, this is number. Somebody's calling my house, and I gotta fucking what the fuck. So open Game Boy. I mean, this should be number 2. Okay, this is, like I said, no specific order. Just we all know what this game is right here, Mario Kart Super Circuit. It was actually, I believe, the 4th Mario Kart in the series, but I'm not fully certain on that. Don't hold me to it. Could be wrong. But yeah, it's great because, and I'm gonna really fuck that up if I speed the game up. It was the first Mario Kart to. It was the first Mario Kart to introduce coins, collecting coins, and I'm really messing up here. You collect coins to do better in how you do it. Well, it doesn't help you in this game. It just gives you like a better rank once you complete a cup. But it's awesome. I liked it a lot when it came out. Not something I would play normally because of the controls. The controls I have a problem with, honestly, because they're not very good. And I just figured, okay, I gotta figure that out. But basically, guys, that's that. So let me just check the recent, how many we've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so this is number 1. Like I said, no specific order. Yeah, well, this game was actually given to me by my... Wait a minute. This game was actually given to me by my dad back when I was a kid. And I wasn't really fond of it right away, but as I played it, it's awesome. It's the coolest, one of the coolest puzzle games I've ever played in my life. And it definitely tops Tetris, even though the concept is the same. So you can do survival, puzzle, IV, blah, 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 blah. And what's cool about this game is you have the other Tiny Toons in the game, like, active with this. And you can, it's basically just like Tetris. I mean, there's really no other easy way for me to explain it except, you know, it's, I fucked that up. So yeah, it's basically just like Tetris, and it's mad fun. You can easily screw this up, though. That's the only problem with it. Yeah, you see, it's just like Tetris, except the blocks don't go, they do other shit. So basically, guys, that is it for my top 10 Game Boy Advance games. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you didn't fast forward or fucking click away because it's 15 minutes long. But thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.